I see you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming. I'm just gonna explain what I needed to do um for unit 3, B Tech Awards level 3, and then I'm gonna hope that you understand me, but this will be here for you if you decide, if you don't remember what I've said, you can always come back to this video and to record it, okay? So just let me know. And it's best for you to take notes as well, guys. So jump onto here. Let me know what's going on. Good morning. So just jump over to YouTube, guys, and if you can, like it up for me, and then we're gonna come back. I'm just gonna record it over there, and so you can tell me over there what you understand and what you have done so far. Okay, so jump on for me. You know what? Give me a minute. I see you 977. Thank you so much for coming. So in creating our portfolios, there are certain things that we need to know and we need to do. Yes. Please like up the stream, guys, as you come in. Please like it up as you come in. Okay. So we're gonna go through what I need and the piece that I need. Yes. I'm literally taking only half an hour on here. I hope that everyone gets on here and you know what you're doing and what we need to do and what you need to submit it. Please like up the stream as you come in. Please like up the stream as you come in. I wanted to do it over here because I know a few people don't know how to get in. It's ridiculous, but a few people still don't know how to get in. So I will be looking at 2 cameras, so bear with me. Oh, see you guys. Thank you. See you come in. Like it up for me as you come in. Drop emojis. You don't have to say present. Just drop emojis. Just drop emojis. Thank you, guys. So as you come in, just drop an emoji so I can see you coming in. Drop an emoji, drop an emoji. So I'm just gonna outline. Thank you so much. Like it up. You don't have to share this one because this one is kind of closed off, but you can like it. Give me a like, please, boss man. Thank you so much. Um, For some strange reason, I'm downloading this thing and it's not. Okay, there they are. Sorry. Needed to open it up a bit. Okay, so we're gonna go through. Thank you so much. You can run me if you want. You can listen if you want. Thank you so much. So today we're just gonna go through exactly what we need to do for learning in A, and this is for the digital portfolio. For design a digital portfolio. That's the name of it. Design a digital portfolio. Yeah. So I'm just gonna be going through some of the things that we need to do for this assignment. We've done majority of it already. I didn't do it as in which areas that you should cover, but I am gonna outline it on here for you to come back, and I'm gonna try to not let this live be too long. So drop an emoji every time you're here so that I know that you're still here. Yes, just drop an emoji every time, okay? So you don't, if I ask you a question, drop an emoji, even if you don't understand, so that I know that you're still here and you did actually hear what I'm saying. Because sometimes when you teach something, well, for me, it I sometimes I don't process it right away. Sometimes I process it after the fact, after I've watched the video. Yeah. So I'm just gonna put this wire behind me because I really don't like it in front of me. Give me a minute. Okay, why am I holding on to that one? I'm not using that one at the moment. So some of the things we're gonna expect. Can you drop in the comments what you would expect your education would be, or what would you expect that your children's education would be like after the pandemic? How do you think it might change? Yes, you need to think about that as well. That's another thing that I want us to think about while I'm going through this. Just drop it in there. What are some of the things that might change? Yes, some of the things that might change is something like this. There will be a lot of blended learning. We call it blended learning. So a lot of online learning might still take place. Yes, and a lot of digital, or a lot of applications, different applications will probably be used in education. Because of the pandemic, that has been a good thing. Okay, someone said, super. If I was to be honest, it's best for us to stay at home and educate our kids. Some guys, if you think that you would prefer to stay at home and be educated, please let me know. If you think that it's not you would want to go out to into college or into work, what education do you expect? What type of education do you expect? What do you expect from us? Yes? What do you expect from the teachers? What do you expect from your college? What do you expect from your secondary school? What it wouldn't be you, because I don't have any kids on here. I only have adults. So think about what you would expect any sort of education to be like at the moment. You might have siblings as well, you might have kids, you might have sisters, you might have brothers who are going through the same process. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Holly. So one of the things we would expect is a lot of blended learning. And blended learning, as I said before, would mean a lot of remote sessions, a lot of online teaching. It means for us as well that we would need to use different devices. The teachers would need to use different devices. The school or the colleges will need to use different devices, and As a result of the pandemic, which is a good thing, a lot of these new systems and a lot of these new technologies would be updated. Yeah. So, so that's just a little brief opener for us in terms of what we expect. So this digital portfolio that we're talking about, it is gonna play a part in the system. It will play a big part in the system because a lot of, as I said, a lot of employers, a lot of teachers, and I think they will be using a digital portfolio more now because we're in a digital world. We're in a digital world, and because we're in a digital world, our education will be digitized. It would be technology driven. If you agree with me, drop an emoji so I know that you do agree with me. If you agree with me, let me know. So what type? Certain things, certain things I do expect, certain things I do expect is that there are gonna be regular testing. That's another thing. Regular testing will be, I think, if you agree with me, but that's what a lot of schools are implementing, sorry, regular testing, and you need to get parents authorization, or you might be old enough to get authorized. Yeah, so a lot of testing. For me, I've not been tested yet, but when I go back into work, I will need to be tested, and this is to ensure that everything is safe for us. Yeah. So, guys, let me know if you've booked any testing or if you have been tested. Drop an emoji if you've booked any testing or if you've been tested. Drop an emoji. Let's see how we're doing this right before we go. And drop an emoji if you have been tested or you have booked a testing. Let me know, guys. Okay. See you 977. I only see you on here. So that's why I'm coming over here. Only see you on here. You haven't booked one. But you said you've been tested already, official gaming. You say you've been tested already, haven't you? But it's gonna be every 2 weeks. The testing is gonna be every 2 weeks. Okay. The testing is gonna be every 2 weeks. So, oh, you've been vaccinated. Cool. But let us know if you've been vaccinated, do you still need to be tested? That's one thing I have not found out yet. If you have been vaccinated, do you still need to be tested? If you don't know, I will find out for you. If you know about that, drop it in the comment section for me. Yeah? If you have been vaccinated, do you still need to be tested? Because from what I understand about the testing, it's that about the vaccination is that it does not stop you. Okay, so we need to find out for you then, official gaming, if you still need to be tested, because they do say even if you have been vaccinated, it still does not mean that you are immune. And I think it's 2 phases. You have to get one, and then you need to get solid. You need to get tested. So you need to book a test. Guys, you need to all book a test. We all need to book a test. I need to book a test. Actually, I don't need to book one. I think I can do one on site. I think I can do one on site. You haven't been. Okay. Okay. So, so that's one of the things that we're gonna be expecting in education. So you, either as a student or a parent, you need to know, you need to be aware, you need to know how the testing will go about. You need to know if you need to give authorization for your students, authorization for your kids or children to go in and get it. They're only giving it to, I think, college and secondary. They're only giving it to colleges and secondary. I am happy to do that, but I'm not paying any money for the test because, okay, so someone says, I'm happy to do that, but I'm not paying any money for the test because that was not my fault that Corona is here. Is the Chinese should be paying for? No, that's not nice. That's not nice. That's not nice at all. It's not the Chinese fault. So that's one of the things that we need to decide. It's not a Chinese thing. It's not a black thing. It's not a white thing. It's a virus. It doesn't matter where it has started. So we just need to be mindful of what we say and do because we're not. Okay, so if we're not, then we just need to be aware, and the main thing is communication. Communication is important. Yeah, so you need to find out, and this race blaming the other race is not a good thing. Yeah, not a good thing. So let me quickly move on to the digital portfolio. That was just an introduction, just to talk about what and how we feel. If you have any other comments about how you feel about post pandemic education and what you expect or what is expected of you. I know the expectation is that you should have developed more IT skills on your part. Because if you don't have some of the skills that are needed to effectively survive, then you are going to be in trouble when it comes on to technology, because technology is something that's going to be widely used. So you as a student, you as a parent, um, technology and communication is one skill that you would need to develop in order to be effective, whether you're working or you're studying from home. A lot of universities, a lot of colleges, a lot of workplaces are still working from home. They're still offering remote sessions. So in light of what's going on, you need to upgrade your skills. You need to practice. You need to go take a course if you need to, but you need to ensure that you upgrade your skills. If you are a parent, trust me, you are gonna have to be able to help your kids out if they're learning from home. Help your even like teenagers or students, they're gonna need your help, and it's sometimes it's gonna be difficult, but we need to learn and we need to upgrade our IT skills, so that blended learning, because I know a lot of colleges and schools, they are limiting how long students are at the college for. They're limiting it, so you need to find out. Yeah, so let's do this. So for P1, guys, for P1, please take notes. For P1, I will go over this again, but I want to put it on here. For P1, yes, we're going to describe the audiences and the purposes for the design of a digital portfolio, which we should have done. Describe the audiences and the purposes of a digital portfolio. So this is the first task, first assignment, assignment 1, yeah? So we need to describe the audiences and the purpose for the design of a digital portfolio. That's for P1. Then for P2, yes, we're gonna be creating a timeline. So P2 is very long. So for P2, you need to create a timeline for the project. You need to create a storyboard of the layout and content of your pages. You need to structure a chart indicating navigational routes and a list of ready-made assets to be used, including sources. So we need to do that as well. So we need to go through that one in order for you to finish the first assignment, P1 and P2. So I think we would have done the timeline already. We would have done the storyboard already, or working on completing the storyboard, and we would have done the navigational charts already. Yeah, but we need to start working on the assets list. That's the final bit for P2. You need to work on the assets list. Okay? And then for M1, you need to produce a detailed um, design for a digital portfolio, including alternative solutions. Yes. So we have done last week, we went through that you need to design. I see you, Hans Mix. So last week I indicated that you need to actually be working on your storyboard plus an alternative design. I might do a video on here if I find some time. So you need to do a storyboard plus an alternative design. Yes, a list of ready-made assets to be used. So that's the bit that we need to finish up today, the assets list. And I will go through what we need to do for the assets. I think I have put an emoji. Have I gone through the assets list yet? I'm sure I have. I went over it briefly and I did put some images on the group chat. So thank you. Yes, I did do the assets list. So that's what you need to finish up for me for P2. So P1 is describe the audiences and the purposes for the design of a digital portfolio. And then P2 is you need your timeline, you need a storyboard, you need your navigational chart, and you need your assets list. That's P1 and P2. So you need to finish that up today. I'm gonna come off here in a bit. I said I have literally 7 minutes. Then for your M's, if you're gonna do your M's, I see you, K1. Thank you for coming. If you're gonna do your merit, you need to ensure that you have 2 storyboards and 2 navigational charts. Yeah. So that's the alternative solutions. Then you have a detailed structure chart with complete navigational routes. So if when you're doing P2, if you do it in details, if you're doing P2, if you do it in detail format, meaning that you would have put in the information on each of the different text boxes, if you use text boxes to create it, then I hope people are taking notes. Okay? Hope people are taking notes on here. Oh, thank you, Superboss. I hope people are taking notes. So you need to give a fully reference source for the ready-made assets as well. So if you do P2 in details, you can get a M1. But if you just gave me the basic for P2, then you're only gonna get a pass. You need to get a merit, so you need to work on it in more detailed format. So I hope people are seeing and hearing this. So you need to also, for D1, you need to justify the final design solution, explaining how the digital portfolio will fulfill the stated purpose, meet the needs of the audiences. So I don't want you to be confused with Unit 13, because Unit 13 and Unit 3, they're similar, but we're now concentrating on only Unit 3. Please, Unit 3. We're only concentrating on Unit 3. So you want to ensure I have 6 minutes and I'm going to jump off. because I think the topics kind of overlap, and I just want it to be straightforward so that you don't get confused. So if you come back on here to watch this video to do your assignment, so you know that you have to go to the end of this the end of this recording, the end of this live, to find out what you need to do. So I'm gonna repeat it. Yes. For P1, describe the purpose and the audiences for the design of a digital portfolio. For P2, you need to have, please give me an emoji once you come in and like up the stream. For P2, you're going to produce a design for a digital portfolio, and this design will include the timeline, which we have done. It will include a storyboard for the layout and content of the pages. It will include a structure chart indicating a navigational route. So you need to do a navigational chart. And the final bit is a assets list to be used, including the sources. So you need to say where you got your sources from. If you do P2 in details, then I can give you M1 as well. So you just need to be specific in where, what, how. Yes. So in your text boxes, you might need to do some annotation that will just give you some more. So drop an emoji if you understand what I'm saying, guys. Drop an emoji if you understand what I'm saying. I will actually put this as well in the, I'll put a image of it in the WhatsApp group as well. Yeah. So you need to do P2 in details to get M1, because all P2 and M1 works together. Drop an emoji if you understand what I'm saying, guys. Drop an emoji if you understand what I'm saying. And the final bit is the D. I expect for this assignment, because this assignment is really easy, that everyone gets a distinction in this assignment, because this assignment is very easy. So you want to justify the final design, and you're going to justify the final design and explain how the digital portfolio will meet the stated purpose. So how would it fulfill that? How it will meet the needs of the audiences. So for D1, you're just going to say, okay, the digital portfolio will meet the needs of the audiences. If, for example, if it's a teacher, they'll be looking at your grades to put you up to another level. If it's a prospective employer, you want to expand on how it will how the employer will need to see your characteristics displayed in the digital portfolio, as in they will want to see your CV, your application letter. They will want to see your they want to see your websites. They'll want to see the courses and what you have learned from the courses that you have done. So I hope people are taking notes, because this, I'm giving you really good information on here so that you can work on your distinction if you have started your distinctions, because the distinction is very important. I think everyone should work on a distinction for this one. Yeah, so you're going to justify the final design decision. So you justify. How do you justify something? When you're justifying something, you're looking and you're explaining to the audience why you have decided to do this thing. So you're going to just justify the decision as in why the audiences will understand, or would the audience see what they're looking for. Yeah. So I would put images of my design if you have done it and explain it. annotate it. That's a good way to justify something, because a lot of people are visual. I am visual as well, as I've always said. You're gonna, yes, I am. Light me up though. Light me up. Light me up. Thank you for coming. Like it up. Yes. Um, So this is what you need to do. You want to also explain why you have chosen to lay. So for example, your navigational chart, how you have chosen to lay out each page of your website. Why have you chosen to lay it out there? Why have you chosen to connect it like that? So if you were talking about how you would choose to connect a web page, you would explain that it will probably make it easier for the audience to navigate the website because it will be linked on each pages. So you want to think about all these things.
You put your receipt. On your own.
No, 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 thank you. No, thank you, KL. No, thank you so much. No, thank you. But guys, I am gonna jump off because I said 30 minutes and it's now 30 minutes. And I want you to come back and watch it and take notes. I hope you were taking notes, but I only want this to be 30 minutes. So I'm gonna jump off. Okay? So please start. So please go and finish up the task that I've just outlined. Thank you. Thank you, MS. Please go and finish up the task that I've outlined, and then I'm going to jump back onto the other application and I will send out another link. Okay, guys? Please go start it now. I'll open up the application, but I need for you to start the task that I have just explained on here, and I will send out images as well. Thank you, guys, and I will see you in a bit. Thank you so much. I'm ending it.